We want to be able to talk about what day an event takes place in Spanish, right? In this episode, we're learning the days of the week in Español. Vamonos. Hola, damas y caballeros, y bienvenidos a day one of the 30 for 30 challenge. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day one. We're going to get this thing started. We're not going to waste your time because we want to make sure we can utilize our time for the best situation possible. Make sure you stick around to the end because we're going to have some practice questions. Los días de la semana, the days of the week. Let's jump right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Lunes. Repiten, por favor. Lunes. Lunes, which is Monday. Martes. 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 Make sure you're saying these out loud, ladies and gentlemen. And also, I want to see if you pick up the patterns here. There's a couple of patterns here. I want to make sure we all know what they are as we continue with the days of the week here. Los días de la semana. Here's our longest day of the week, literally and figuratively. Miércoles, Wednesday. Break it down. Miércoles. Miércoles. All right. It's not miracles. All right. Miércoles. Miércoles. All right. Wednesday. Jueves. All right. Jueves. Thursday. Jueves. All right. Jueves. All right. Y vamos a continuar. Aquí tenemos viernes. Repiten, por favor. Viernes. Viernes. Viernes, right? Friday. Viernes. Y aquí tenemos sábado, right? Sábado. There's something very interesting about this. If you know anything about religion here, you might be able to figure out how this is related to from a biblical standpoint, sábado, right? And you can also remember, if you've ever watched Univision, right? You might remember something like sábado gigante, right? Sábado, right? Saturday. Y la última cosa que necesitamos saber es el último día, right? This is the last day of the week. What's interesting, ladies and gentlemen, domingo, repiten, domingo, which is Sunday, is actually the last day of the week. Our first day of the week in Spanish is lunes, which is Monday. So there's a couple of things I want to know if you picked up. Make sure you put those in the comment section and let us know. What are some of the patterns that you saw here? And if you picked up on the fact that the days of the week actually started off with Monday, that is awesome. All right, damas y caballeros, aquí tenemos tres cosas más. We've got three more things that we can utilize when we're talking about the days of the week. So aquí tenemos la primera pregunta. Here we have the first question. ¿Qué día es hoy? Remember, H's are silent. ¿Qué día es hoy? ¿Qué día es hoy? What day is today? Okay. What day is today? We have the response to that. La respuesta es hoy es. Hoy es. And then we include one of those days of the week that we just jotted down. Got something interesting for you coming up in a second here. Hoy es. Today is. Remember, H's are silent, right? Otra frase. Another phrase here. Ayer fue. Ayer fue. That's yesterday was. So make sure you have this in tu cuaderno. Put this in your notebook. ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es y ayer fue. Okay. Tenemos otras palabras que podemos usar. We have some other words that we can use. All right. El día, la semana, el fin de semana. That's going to be a huge one to remember right there. El fin de semana, weekend. Okay, weekend. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're liking the information and you're finding some value of it, make sure you like this video here and also share it out with people that you know are trying to learn Spanish. All right, this may be advantageous to them and they can get in on this 30 for 30 challenge with us. It's only day one, right? And of course, you can watch these videos whenever you want to, but make sure you share it out with them so they can catch up and be on point and right on par with what we need to do in the 30 days that we have here. All right, so I got a little song here. Pero antes de la canción, before the song, let's make sure we have the days of the week. Los días de la semana, right? Los días de la semana. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Now, this song, I might have made it up. I might not have. I'm not a singer, but it goes to a tune that you might be familiar with. Check it out. Here it goes. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo. Thank you. Gracias, damas y caballeros. Gracias. I'm not a singer, but I try. All right, to get the point across here. So you can sing that song to yourself. All right. Walk around the house or sing it in the shower, on a drive to work, drive wherever. All right. It'll help you remember the days of the week. I promise you. All right. So aquí tenemos una palabra importante. We've got an important word that we've got to remember. Have you ever seen this word before? Mañana. If you've caught some of our previous videos or you've ever taken some Spanish classes, you might know this word already. Mañana. Make sure you write that down. Repite por favor también. Also repeat it. Mañana. Right? Mañana is tomorrow. All right? You might have heard it in the phrase, hasta mañana. Right? See you tomorrow. Mañana, tomorrow. We're going to be using that momentarily here. So make sure you have that in your cuaderno, in your notebook. All right. So, en esta actividad, this is práctica número uno, actividad número uno. This is activity number one, practice number one. El título es, the title is, ¿Sabes? ¿Sabes? Did you know? Or do you know? Right? Do you know? We're going to complete each series logically. I want you to make sure you pause the screen so that you have time to answer these. I won't be pausing because we are, of course, recording this for you. So I want you to take a look at this right now. Pause it. And I'm getting ready to go through the answers right here. All right. So aquí tenemos lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves. All right. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves. All right. And take a look at your notes so that you know what is going on right there. Okay. Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right. Número dos, viernes, right? Sábado, domingo, y lunes, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? Now, in número 3, 4, y 5, we've got some scenarios. So I want you to make sure you read these scenarios out. I'm going to give you the answers, okay? And this is something that we can discuss if you have questions in our next episode about 3 and 4 and 5. But I want you to try and work these out as far as understanding what the questions are asking or the scenarios are actually being presented. I want you to see if you can understand what they are on your own before I explain them to you, okay? So, número 3. Hoy es martes y mañana es miércoles. All right. Número 4. Mañana es domingo y ayer fue viernes. Si ayer fue miércoles, and that word si here means if. It doesn't always mean yes. That just depends on if you're answering a question. In context, it would not make sense for us to start off a statement with yes, right? So si can also mean if, and it could also mean yes. If you see it written and there's no accent on the I in si, then that means it's the word if. If it has an accented I, that means it's the word yes. Just a little tidbit of information there to help you out. Si ayer fue miércoles, mañana es viernes. So there you have your answers, ladies and gentlemen. If, like I said, if you have questions with 3, 4, and 5, do not hesitate to put it in the comment section as we go through this video, or you can add it to the premiere scenario on day 2. Okay, aquí tenemos otras preguntas que necesitamos saber. Other questions that we need to know. There are 2. Hay 2 preguntas. Pregunta número 1. Question number 1. ¿Qué día es mañana? Pay attention to the color code. ¿Qué día es mañana? We can ask this question if I want to say, what day is tomorrow? All right. ¿Qué día es mañana? Okay. La otra pregunta. The other question, ¿qué día fue ayer? ¿Qué día fue ayer? What day was yesterday? Pay particular attention to the color-coded scenario and see if you can tell me what's going on in the next slide here. Okay, so vamos a responder a estas preguntas. We're going to respond to these questions, okay? So, la primera respuesta, the first answer, mañana es, y vamos a incluir el día de la semana. We're going to include the day of the week that we want to in the red part. All right, so you would put in whatever day you want to. Mañana es domingo, right? Ayer fue, y el día de la semana, ayer fue sábado. Those are two examples. Tomorrow is blank, whatever day it is. Yesterday was, fill in the blank, whatever yesterday was. Awesome. All right, damas y caballeros, tenemos práctica número 2. This is our last practice activity before we get into our exit ticket for today to see if you actually picked up what I was putting down. So we're going to find out momentarily. It says, based on the answer for number 1, fill in the corresponding answer with the most logical response. Pause the screen so that you can get your answers ready. Meanwhile, we're getting ready to go ahead and do this. All right, so blank es martes, hoy es martes. Excelente. All right, so based on number 1, it's going to give us our answers for number 2 and 3. All right, so we know that today is Tuesday, right? That means ayer blank lunes. Ayer fue lunes, right? Ayer fue lunes. Yesterday was Monday. Y número 3, mañana es miércoles. Mañana es miércoles. Excelente, damas y caballeros. All right, bien hecho. Good job here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go into nuestra boleta de salida. All right, we've got our exit ticket for today. La pregunta es, the question is, ¿qué día es hoy? ¿Qué día es hoy? ¿Qué día es hoy? How would you answer this question? Put it in the comment section below. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been day 1 of 30 for 30. Soy Profe Don Omar. Nos vemos.